and welcome to another round of sports reviews. Tonight I am reviewing Toronto FC 0, Montreal Impact 1. Montreal Impact wins in Toronto to get 3 points off of Toronto in the Canadian Championship round robin standings, break Toronto FC's 18-game unbeaten run in MLS, and just make us look horrible in the process, because in the 14th minute, Rudy Camacho gets a goal off the corner, short corner, pass to Kyoto. Kyoto crosses it in. Camacho heads it in to make it 1-0. That's the way it would end. And Toronto had a couple of chances, and they don't put them away. At the end of the first half, the biggest mistake of this game. Toronto FC gets a penalty that they really shouldn't have got. Altidore gets pulled down in the box. The penalty is given. They don't look it over. Pozuelo steps up to take it, but he dinks it, passes it to Piatti. Piatti runs in, shoots, scores, but it's not a goal. He was in the box before Pozuelo touched it. Pozuelo was a little bit too late to the ball. They tried to pull off the Messi Neymar thing from 2014 against Celta Vigo, and it just did not pay off. And why? Why? Because this isn't some nobody taking penalties or somebody who isn't 100% gonna make it. This is Alejandro Pozuelo. All he had to do was shoot it. He was going to make it. He was going to make it if he had shot it. Because he's Pozuelo. I don't care. He's 2-0 against DO on penalties. He would have went 3-0, but no. They try to pull some cheeky stuff, and it just doesn't work out. And here's the problem with that. To me, the problem is this. You know you'll probably score. It's been a couple of days. You Panenka him, you score. Because you haven't done that yet to DO. He's probably thinking left. If you want to go, or right. If you go left, good. If you Panenka him, good. He isn't going to know where it's going from the other half. He's going to go to the right. Because that's where you put it. All you had to do was strike it. All you had to do was strike it. Or go top bins. You had 5 other decisions you could make. And score it, and give us a draw. But you didn't. That, in itself, is a hat flick. Because it just is. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. I just don't. I just don't know what they were thinking, because it was very likely that he would have scored had he just shot it. But no. They try to act like they're Messi and Neymar, and oh boy, did not pan out well. Toronto was good defensively besides the header. Morrow gets jumped over by Camacho, goes in. But Morrow, let's get into it. Justin Morrow is washed. He was amazing from 2014 to last year, but ever since that own goal in the MLS Cup, and that's what I'm calling it. It wasn't Leerdam. It was Morrow. It was an own goal. It went off his leg, his knee. He's been washed. He just has not been the same. And sad part is he's done so much for this team. He's an amazing person, especially with the Black Players for Change coalition. He's an amazing person and was a great footballer for this team, but he's washed. Richie Laryea is a starter on this team. I've been saying this for the past year. Ever since the Gold Cup break last year. I've been saying he's a starter. He's an amazing right back or left back. He shouldn't be playing backup super sub. And guess what? I'm right again. Richie Laryea, I know he was hurt. But once he comes back, I don't care if he's 50% fit or 75% fit, he starts. He starts. No question. A 50% Richie Laryea is better than Justin Morrow now. Simple as. Simple as. I think it's time to say goodbye to Justin Morrow. It is. It is. Same as Jozy Altidore. same as for him. Because Josie has been horrible for the whole season. Horrible for the whole season. Not even a goal. Not even a goal. Io Akinola has stole his job. And Ifun Inyachi Achara would have had he not blown out his knee. We have two players that are better than him at striker. I know we have to keep him this year because Mullins would be our backup if we got rid of him. Unless Josie went and bought Real Salt Lake and had to go over there. I'd say Goran Pandev as a short-term backup, maybe. And if he's good enough, you know, keep him. But, I mean, Josie's washed too. He's washed too. And it's sad because every player that had a big part to play in the core of 2017 is washed. Bradley's even washed. I mean, Fraser is better. And they were saying like, oh, we've never seen Michael Bradley go up the tunnel after the red card, well, was a red card offense, got knocked down by Emmanuel Macier. I don't care that Bradley went up the tunnel. If he's not ready for Saturday, I don't care. He's washed. It should be Liam Fraser. It should be Liam Fraser anyway. It doesn't matter. Bradley's washed. Altidor's washed. Moro's washed. I'm sorry. Pozuelo and Piatti were amazing. They didn't have the finishing, but they had good passing. They weren't great finishing-wise. Gallardo was okay on the wing. His crosses were bad, but hey, it is what it is. Omar was great again. Mavinga was great. Alro was great. Delgado wasn't great tonight either, so if you want to add that. Osorio was invisible for most of it. I mean, just not good enough against Montreal. They played like, we're better than them. We're not going to play with respect to them. Not like, oh, we're going to play nice. No. I mean, play like, oh, they're not on our level. We don't need to play like they're on our level. They get an early goal. Toronto doesn't get out of second gear. They don't play with the respect towards Montreal that, oh, they're good. They look good because I'll admit it. Montreal with Thierry Henry look better than they ever have. They look special. They look good. Now, I'm not saying they look as good as Toronto, but they're not so bad as to Toronto will beat them every single time. They'll get their results. And they did get their result. All credit to Montreal because they were good tonight. They were the better team. Well, not the better team, but the tactics were better. Toronto played overall better, but they were in their end. They had Montreal pinned back, but Montreal defensively played amazing. Toronto should have put away their chances, and they didn't because they treated Montreal like Vancouver. They're not Vancouver. They have potential. Thierry Henry is a good manager. And with all due respect, Montreal deserved to win that match. A well-deserved result for Montreal. And I hate to say it. I think we all hate to say it, but we all need to admit it. It's true. It was well-deserved for the Montreal Impact. It was well-deserved. I don't care who you are. It was well-deserved. They did what they had to do. Now, the situation is this. We have to win both games for us, basically. Beat Vancouver at BC Place, beat Montreal at Stade Saputo. We do that, we're in. We draw one of them, we're going to have to need some help from Vancouver in the last two games against Montreal, and I don't think they're going to do that. It's all in our hands. It's all in our hands. We win two, we're in. We draw one, or God forbid lose one, we need help. We beat Vancouver, we got to do our job on Wednesday. next Wednesday. And will we do it? God only knows. God only knows. At this point, we need to buckle down. Buckle down. The record ain't there no more. You have been embarrassed. Get up. Pull your head back up. Pull yourself out of the mud and go scorched earth. That's what you do. That's what you need to do. Will you do it? I don't know. I don't know. But if it was me, you get yourself out of the dirt, you brush yourself off, and you go scorched earth and do all you can to get into that final. Vancouver, put everything past them you can, because you're going to get chances. Start Akinola. Start Fraser. If Lorea could play, start Lorea. He was day-to-day, not just a week. So, I'll say he's probably fit for Saturday. Start him. Morrow, bench. Josie, bench. Delgado, well, if Bradley's injured, he has to play. If Bradley could play, which his prideful self would probably try, Delgado, bench. Because Delgado wasn't good. Piatti needs to kind of push back on the God complex. The ball doesn't need to go through you every play, Pablo. You're amazing, but you kind of got a God complex. You gotta work on that. The ball doesn't have to go through you on every run of play. It doesn't. It doesn't. So, work on that. That's my only gripe for Pablo. Pozuelo, don't you even dare do that again. Don't. You get a penalty, you bury it. Don't you ever try that again. Don't. That's basically what I got to say about this game. No man of the match. Because honestly, there's really nobody deserving for man of the match. So, one last message. Click the link down in the description below if you would like to donate to the Lebanon Red Cross after that tragic explosion in Beirut 4 weeks ago. Let's help make the world a better place. Let's help make life better for the Lebanese and the people of Beirut. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Well, we got to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. It's time. Get that spot. Shut them down. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.